Hi there, it's Charlie here, and in the Total Net Marketing Blueprint online course, it's really important that you understand learn-based incentives. And as I've talked about before, these videos are about keeping perspective, and I call them mindset refreshers, just to make sure you know what, okay, that's the reason why we have to go through and think about these things or do these things. So in this video, I want to talk about learn-based incentives just a little bit. We dive into it much deeper in that module in the course, but for now, let's just go over the basics. It's really important first that you understand though, today, marketing is, and you might know the answer, it's education. And with that being said, creating information that educates is one of the best places to create awareness, create leads, but ultimately create sales, because you can help people. You can really add value to their life, making sure that you're helping them from where they're at to where they want to be. Even if they don't call or contact you directly, they will at least give you an email address if you position your learn-based incentives right so that you know who they are and you can make them non-anonymous in your world. One of the biggest questions I get asked is, hey, I've got all these people visiting my website. Hardly anybody's talking to me or letting me know who they are. This is a great tool to leverage to make sure you're doing this work. The other cool part, as I show you in the modules of the Total Net Marketing Blueprint, is how to leverage learn-based incentives like crazy. We leverage them in blogs, we leverage them as podcasts, we leverage them in videos, all these kinds of things, and we even leverage them in social media, because it's one of those kind of things where you want to go through, add value to your audience, make sure they understand A, you're authoritative about your topic, and B, there's more information over here if you're having this challenge or frustration or pain or whatever it is, we can help you through it. It's kind of cool when you get that and put that into play. So with that, let's go through and talk about the 3 ways we can go through and add value, typically today in a learn-based incentive. The first is through ebooks. Helpful guides that take them from where they're at to where they want to be. Think of things like the 10 tips for, or here's what you need to know to do this, the 8 steps to solving this issue, those kind of things. The next thing we want to talk about are guides. Here's a helpful guide that goes through and directs you on exactly how to do this. Or here's a helpful guide that tells you exactly what you need to think about as you're moving through this process. Real great when you put that into play. And finally, real simple checklists. People love checklists. If you search the Google keyword tool, you'll find that checklists are one of the top searches. They have tons of volume related to people trying to find out information on exactly how to do something or exactly the proper process for going through something. So with that, ebooks, guides, and checklists, all examples of learn-based incentives. What I want to show you is exactly how these things get put into play. So for one of our customers at Internet Services Group, we have an ebook library now. And inside that, for this pest control company, LaRue Pest, we have Pest Alert, 10 things you must know about the big issue in Southwest Florida right now, the Rugo spiraling whitefly. It's taking palm trees, it's infesting them, and it's killing them over time. The next thing we talk about, 15 household bugs that may freak you out. A lot of people get into that. There's these big pictures of bugs, kind of freaks them out. But we leverage this kind of content in ways on their blog and so forth that bring in traffic that relates to people and bugs and keeping under the umbrella of pest control. Hopefully you're seeing how this plays out. Adds value while it's bringing people in. Real important you get that. Once they land on one of these ebook pages, we tell them the value of what that provides. And then we go through and say, you know what, if you want it, it's free. Here's what you need to give us, your first, your last, and your email address. What's really cool about this is you've just gone through and segmented that person into somebody who's potentially interested in pest control. But more specifically in this case, they probably have, or maybe their neighbors have, the Rugo spiraling whitefly issue. It's cool because after you have their email address, you can continue to add value, which I show you how to do in the Total Net Marketing Blueprint online course, to make sure you're talking to them every so often and keep you top of mind around the issue that they came to you for. So remember, it's about educating the learners, and you can do that best through an ebook. But strategically, when you create that, it works out well because we can roll that information out over time, sending people into the ebook to get all of the juicy information in a nice PDF they can download on their smartphone, on their tablet, on their PC, on their Mac, whatever it is. It's a great way to go through, help people out while you're also creating leads. Learn-based incentives, they work out real well. So just know as we work through the Total Net Marketing Blueprint course, we're going to be talking a lot about learn-based incentives. Hopefully you found this helpful. Take care.